Hey, shalom, shalom. First, we want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing this word. 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. I believe on the names of Yahweh and Yahushai. Bishop Chanak.
I'm the brother Chsaba.
Yeah, so the Spirit, allowed us to get together to do a lesson on this Wednesday evening. This is February 21st. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. We see Jacob's trouble basically right before us. We're at a time in which it can really spark off at any time. It's actually ramping up. There's all types of judgments going on, as well as more information about the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, the charagma. Oh, you even also have like Joe Rogan speaking about the charagma, the mark of the beast on his talk show. And they actually brought up what the word mark is in the Greek, and they read what the word mark was, which it was charagma, and he has a well-known podcast. He's one of the biggest podcasters out there. Millions of people listen to him every when he has his show. So he's very popular. And they were going into about biblical prophecy and how you have these technologies these emerging technologies, which they've been here for a while, but now they're being released to the people, like Elon Musk with his brain chip, which there's more companies than Neuralink that have FDA approval to put chips inside people's brains. They've been doing this thing for years, right? But now they're starting to release this technology to the masses, okay? And they already put their first implant inside somebody's head, and they said that it was successful. They showed you with the different animals. They first did the pig, and then they did the monkey. The monkey was playing a video game, all right, with his mind, and then they was feeding the bananas, because he did a good job. So what does this mean for us? Well, it's speaking about, and brother, you know what? Go ahead and get that Revelation 13, if you can, public shot 13:16. This is speaking about ultimately the end. All things are happening as we speak, from World War III ramping up. We haven't even spoke about that. World War III ramping up. Okay, both sides, the axis of resistance, which is Iran, Hamas, the Palestinians, right? You got Hezbollah, which is what is that? Is that not Syria? That's Lebanon. You got the Houthis. That's Yemen. So you got major Arab nations linking up together, as well as with the Persians, which are going to be backed by Russia, that's Gog. This is all biblical prophecy. Go ahead and go into that, brother.
Okay. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads."
Right. The mark, M-A-R-K. When you go into the Greek, that's why you have to go into the words. That word there is charagma, which is an implant or incision. Okay. And the word head is metapon. Okay, which means your forehead. Like you have the metaverse, which is it has to deal with what? It has to deal with you going into a different reality via technology. Okay, you have the Apple glasses, whatever they're called. I remember you had some years back, you had the Google glasses, which was like a precursor, and now you have like the Apple Vision Pro, where you're like in an alternate reality. Screens everywhere, and that technology is going to ultimately, going to work with the MOTB on a whole nother level. And then you have the word hand, which goes into the word dextrose, which is pretty much, it could mean any of your hands. It's like your power hand. So whether they do it in your left hand or do it in your right hand. Okay, in Europe, they do it in their left hand because everything is built, different in Europe. Like they drive, on the other side of the street, and a lot in the different parts of the earth. So they would use their left hand, but it doesn't matter if it's in your hand, it's in your hand. But see, this technology is actually being rolled out right now in the midst of World War III, in the midst also of the Israelites awakening. Go ahead.
It says, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the,
right." Go ahead.
Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right, and that's all fulfilled in that mark. Right, and this is what Joe Rogan was. He had he had a guest host. I don't know the guy's name, but they were going into the Bible. He has a lot of individuals that they be going into the Bible, bugging the hell out, and Joe Rogan be bugging the hell out as well, because it sounds eerie, like what the book, the scriptures, which was written thousands of years before the time that we're in. Okay, it sounds exactly like the system that's being set up right now. And then and it was a precursor. You have the 2020, that whole thing that went down, which was a precursor, and which was pretty much the government having power to lock you out of the system. And anybody in their right mind can actually read that and actually see that that's what it's saying. And it's coming to pass. Okay? So if you don't have this MA to the R to the K, this charagma, you are not going to be able to buy and sell. You're not going to be able to pay your taxes. You're not going to be able to drive a car. You're not going to be able to get a job. Okay? You're not going to be able to do a whole host of things. Why? It's because you don't have this particular device. This is where we're going. Go ahead.
It says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that understandeth count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666."
And they was going into the, they couldn't break it down fully, but you know what? What's crazy is you have a lot of videos. You had a video that's circling around where you have what's the comedian's name? I forget the comedian's name. I can always look it up. You have people actually bringing out the scriptures like the Hebrew Israelites would bring out the scriptures. Corey Holcomb, and they were going into how a woman is not supposed to speak in the churches, and they were breaking it down like like a great millstone, really. And who was the first one to bring out the charagma? It was Apostle Tahar. It was like 2 years ago, the year of the charagma. Maybe it was 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Right, the year of the charagma. Okay, and you even had another Israelite group that made like a rap video about it. So that information is out from the apostles on down. Okay, we constantly speak about it. We constantly speak about this time to come. And now you have these, so-called lesser, these people, within celebritydom, so-called A-list, the D-list, F-list celebrities that are now bringing out these things because it's coming out. They're listening to the videos. And they're breaking it down like we're breaking it down. But of course, they don't have the 100% truth. Okay. And I want to go into this word real quick. That word, 606, which is Chi Psi Stigma. And you have multiple elders, apostles go into that, what that meaning is. Because every letter has also a number associated with it. So it said, here's wisdom, pretty much you have to have wisdom to break this down. What is it speaking about? Well, they want to put a device, they want to cut open your skin. They're going to use a palisade to put a mark, stigma mark. You got Chi, Psi, the Chi, I believe the Chi goes into, I don't want to, I have to go back into it, but it's not the palisade. The breakdown is out there ultimately. You see what I'm saying? Basically, John, the Revelator, he saw these things. Go to Revelation 14.
Okay. You want me to start at verse
14 and I believe 8.
Okay, yeah, okay. This Revelation 14 and 8, it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she hath made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right. So, ultimately, the things that we're breaking down, if the people don't believe it, they don't believe it. But the Babylon the Great, America is fulfilled in Babylon the Great. America is Babylon the Great. Okay, and America is going to be destroyed. John saw the vision of America destroyed. He also saw people. What's going to go into it? Go ahead.
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture.
Right in his forehead and his metapon. Okay, or his hand, because this is the system that's being set up. And Esau, Edom, he's going to use what is really the Most High, using Esau on the left hand side to, pretty much fulfill this by setting up a system in which, you can only use this type of technology, just as they have the touch pay now, right? They have the touch pay, or you can use your phone. Everybody's getting used to that. Well, China is pretty much completely cashless. China is completely cashless. Very, very few people. This is years back. They did a special. Very, very few people use cash in China. Only like the old, and the old are dying out. Okay, they're using they use WeChat, and apps like that. Which that's like the main app they use. Which you have Elon Musk with X, okay, which that's the Chi. When you go on a Chi Psi Stigma, that's the Chi. So you see the system being set up right before you, if you have wisdom, if you have understanding. You have Ukraine that's cashless. You have Iran. Why does Iran? Why does Russia? Why do they have CBDCs? Look it up. Why is everybody moving to this system? Because the CBDC is going to be pretty much the final stage before the MOTB. And when they start releasing those CBDCs, you're going to have people that are going to, before they even make it mandatory, put chips inside their body, for convenience. They're gonna tailor it like it's for convenience, but they're hoarding you into, to pretty much, to prick you, to stick you. Okay, to put his mark, his stigma on you. That's really what it's about. Go ahead, read that again.
Yep. It says, And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
And that's going to be fulfilled in World War III when those missiles are dropped. All right, because you're going to have people with those brain chips, which you got people in today with brain chips inside of them right now. It's just not mandatory. You got people today with RFID, subdermal devices inside of them, clockments inside of them. It's just not made mandatory. But in the very near future, through chaos, Esau, Edom is going to establish this order, and the people are going to be begging for, this type of technology. Okay, so missiles are going to come for you individuals down here on the earth. Okay, here in America. All right, and if you took that MOTB, now if you're an Edomite and you don't take it, and you know it's the MO to the T to the B, well, you still gonna be destroyed because you're an Edomite. All right, but you're gonna have, you gonna have a lot of people that's gonna cave in, knowing that it is, it's gonna be doubt in their mind. They're gonna know that it is the MOTB, but that spirit of disbelief. And then also they went ahead and they took that juicy juice. So that hasn't even, the real information of what that was about has not even fully came out. People are still experiencing the after effects. Okay, you done with that?
No, it's still a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
See? You're going to be tormented by that fire. The elect also are going to see that fire. What is that? That's Revelation, the sea of glass. That Revelation, let me see. I'll get it out. Right. This is Revelation 15:1. It says, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And that seventh plague is the nuclear destruction, with which Russia is boasting to have, missiles, hypersonic missiles that cannot be intercepted. Iran as well. Iran boasts himself in hypersonic technology. China has hypersonic technology. Okay, meaning that when those missiles, and John saw the missiles fly. He saw the fire, which all the Malachi 4:1, right? Malachi said there shall be a day that shall burn as an oven. Isaiah saw that day as well. How this is going to be a war of fuel of fire. It's going to be different from a combat, sword, staff, axe, hand-to-hand combat war, where it's blood everywhere. This is going to be, fuel of fire. Paul saw it as well in Thessalonians. All the prophets saw the fire. They didn't understand what it was, but they knew that it was a terrible vision. Ezra saw it as well. Habakkuk saw it. Okay, I have heard the speech of the Lord and was afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm vaguely paraphrasing. Okay, so all the prophets saw this very day, and the prophets are back really in their lot doing the same thing, prophesying to the nation of Israel as well as the rest of the world about this great day, the day of the Lord. Okay, let me continue. And I saw, verse 2, and I saw it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast. So that glass mingled with fire, that's the America on fire, and the elect looking down over the firmament. It's going to be like glass. You're gonna, you'll be able to see through it. And in America, which that's why people get mixed up. They think they think about hell as the lake of fire. America is the lake of fire. That's what it's talking about. Because when the elect are going to be looking up from America, because the elect are going to get beamed up mainly from America. They're going to look down on America, and it's going to look like a lake of fire. That's the glass mingled with fire. This is a vision that John is seeing. Okay, and I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and then they had gotten victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark. Remember, we read in 13 how he's going to cause everybody to get it, right? But the elect, which are the Israelites, okay, they're going to have victory over this, over his image, okay, over his mark, over the number of his name. Basically, that system of pretty much making you got to go into 15-minute cities. You got to have your carbon credits, your social what do they call it? Your social credits, if I'm not
social
mistaken,
credit score.
Social credit score, the water. Your social credit score got to be on point. Like I said in 13, you gotta have this in your head or in your hand. Most people gonna get it in their hand, right? Then it's gonna be able to log into your Google glasses or your Apple glasses or whatever other. Tesla's probably gonna have some type of, some type of technology as well. Well, Tesla, they got the Tesla robots, so you're gonna be able to speak to your robot. You're gonna be able to tell your robot what to do, just like in the movies. And those chips also have the ability for people to send data to those chips and to change the data that's on those chips. So the Most High gave this man some wild technology to get in, but he has to trick you to get inside you. And that's what this whole fiasco is about, is making this technology seem like it's benevolent, making this technology seem like it's going to help you, right? But the elect are going to have victory over that. The elect are not going to be deceived. Matthew 24 and 24. If it were all possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High, right? The point is that the sea of glass, the elect looking down upon looking down through the firmament, seeing the destruction of America. That's the judgment. And you're gonna have all type of Israelites take it too. The ones that, I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. Of course, I keep the laws. You're gonna have those same Israelites, because they're gonna be in fear for their life. They're not gonna have any hedge upon them from Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna take it. Okay, they're gonna go ahead and take it. You got something?
You had quoted it earlier in Revelation 13, where basically it said if you don't get this, you're gonna be ostracized out of society, so to speak.
Did you want to go on that? It's 13. You got to start a little further up.
Okay.
Maybe like 12 or 13 or something like that, where it pretty much causes them not. If you don't take it, you're gonna be put to death.
Right. Revelation 13 and 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and call.
And the image of the beast is fulfilled in NATO and the EU. America, NATO, and the EU. The beast is the Roman Empire, and the Roman Empire, basically, the Most High gave the Edomites power to bring back the image of the beast. That same Roman system that was set up in the ancient world over 2,000 years ago is now fulfilled in America, NATO, and the EU, which are all Edomite nations. Okay, they're all Edomite nations, and they're all pretty much on the same. They're on the same page. They're pushing the same agenda. What's it called? Europe is being flooded with migrants. Okay, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Germany, okay, Luxembourg. All these places have hella migrants. Okay, they get flooded from Africa. You know, a lot of West Africa, North Africa. Okay, they get East Africa. They get flooded from the so-called Middle East. Okay, you got Algeria, Tanzania. You got Iraq and Syria. Okay, Palestine. All these wars. Esau's hoarding all these. He's collapsing the Western world.
Mm-hmm.
He's collapsing the Western world to bring you into the order. It's Great Reset. That's what's going on, if you didn't know. That's why all these things are happening, and they do it in such a way to where, you know, nobody can really point the finger. There's nothing that can really stick. And they control all media. Not only all media, but they control the majority of the people's minds. Okay, and then they put people in these positions, these higher positions, and he pays them to keep quiet. He pays them. He'll give them $100,000 to keep quiet, and people will take it. He'll give them $200,000 to not say anything, to change the science, if you will. He pays off all the scientists. He owns the organizations. He owns the establishments to give you these accolades, to give you, all right, this power that you have as a doctor, as a lawyer, as this, as that. He owns it. He owns all the politicians. This is a complete corrupt society. Mm-hmm. Is that in Nahum? It's filled with lies and robbery. You know what? Let's go ahead and get that. You continue to do that. I'm gonna get it actually.
Okay. It says, and calls that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And I went into this Greek. I went into this into the interlinear concerning should be killed. And when you go into the very root, the word there is G575 apo, which says of separation. It says, let me see. Once anything else before, yeah. Well, basically going into that separation, you're gonna be separated, okay, from society, okay, and that's where that temptation is gonna come, okay. The scriptures speak about to try them that dwell upon the earth, okay, that dwell upon the earth, man, because you're gonna be tempted, man, the enticement to sin, okay. You're gonna have everything, so to speak, taken from you, okay. And this man Esau Edom he's trying to play God, okay. He's making it to whereas when he takes everything, you're gonna have no choice but to go to him, because the way he's designed these cities, you have to rely on him, okay. When you're sick, you know, when you want to eat something, every which way you have to rely on this man, okay. In no way are these average Americans, you know, your average American, in no way are they able to self-sustain themselves, okay. So a lot of people, they're gonna take this, man, okay. Like the brother said, that jump shot, you had people going to go jump and go run to take it, man, okay. And you know, it was your job, you know, they said, oh, if you don't take it, you're gonna be fired, okay. But what about when this mark comes out, okay, and everything is taken from you? You're gonna have pressure from above, pressure from below, okay. Just like back then, during 2020, man, okay, when that pandemic happened, okay, your family is gonna be all in your ear, you know, nobody gonna want to be around you, you know. Hey, man, really, if you don't got the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai in that day, you're gonna be through, okay. Hey, man, you gonna be through. This man has pestilences brewing up, okay. Mm-hmm. He's every single year, man. He's constantly destroying your food supply, okay. food plants being destroyed. Okay, in every which way, this man is destroying. he's literally destroying your very avenue. Okay, to where you're gonna have to come to this man and beg him. Okay, that's why he said you're gonna eat the bugs, because you ain't gonna have no choice, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And he's doing it. A lot of there are people that see what's going on, but there's nothing that they can do. He's too far ahead in his plan. It's already done. Okay, it's already done. There's really nothing else for him to do. Okay. There's really nothing else for him to do but to do it. There's nothing else to do but to do it.
Right.
Okay. You got it.
That was pretty much it on that.
Okay, let me get this real quick.
Okay.
This is Nahum 3:1, just kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, how everything's a lie. Esau, he has the people's minds. Look at the highest level of government. He got that lock, stock, and barrel. So he actually has power to create policy. He has power to create laws. Even though the so-called Constitution says one thing, he's able to do other things through his chaos, through his witchcraft, his magic, really. Okay, right in front of the people's eyes. And most people are just going to go right along with it. All right, and the people that are in power, he's paying them off to keep quiet. And this is the power that this man has. Okay, the Most High gave Esau this power. See, that's what you people don't realize. Number one, you don't know that this man is Esau, and number two, you don't know who, where he got his power from. Because you looking at him like, well, man, this is wow, not knowing that it's the Most High that set us up one and bring us down another. Okay, and really, he is Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, ruleth in the kingdom of men. Nahum 3:1, woe, so is woe. And this is in the blue letter, the subtitle, Nineveh's complete ruin. Okay, and Nineveh is fulfilled in what? Babylon the Great. Okay, spiritually. Okay, which was located in Babylon. Woe to the bloody city. This is the bloody city. Well, the very foundation, the startup, right? The very start of America was bloody. You can't hide. There's nothing. You can't do nothing to get around that fact. This is a complete truth. Okay, the slaughtering of the native indigenous people here in the United States, which were the 10 tribes, namely the tribe of Gad and Reuben, and then you have some Issachar as well. Issachar. Okay. Woe. So there is woe. This is why your cities are breaking down. All right. This is why the Edomite is losing his mind. This is why the white woman is on TikTok complaining about the American dream is dead. College is a lie. It's a scam. Okay. This is why people are just committing suicide. Just getting on drugs, saying to hell with it. Because at least with the drugs, you can go out feeling good. You don't even feel no pain. You just overdose. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey depart not. And who's the prey? The Israelites. Okay, you got Jake crying for reparations. Okay. Esau ain't gonna pay you Jakes. All right. No money for what you've done, for what he looks at you as you are in this time, 2024, right? You are insignificant in his agenda, his New World Order. Or you even have Mike Adams, one of his shows that he did, right, the Health Ranger. And he was saying, you black people, he doesn't know. You black people, he said, hey, look, the New World Order, they want to eliminate a lot of us. They want to kill 7 billion people. They want to eliminate a lot of us. But you black people, you are not part of his New World Order at all. He wants to completely exterminate you. So with even within his plan, you Jakes, you so-called black people, right? You Judites, you Benjaminites, you Levites, all the tribes, you are not a part of the New World Order. You will hold no position. There'll be a few Jay-Z's if they make it that far. And Esau gonna turn on them. Well, they're gonna have to bow down and take the MA to the R to the K. Floyd Mayweather's gonna have to take it. All these celebrities, they're gonna have to take it. They're gonna have to stand up. And if they don't, if they speak out against it, what is Edom gonna do? He gonna kill them. He gonna take all their riches away from them. Because here it is, these celebrities, they've been, living good. They've been able to live, like an elite, if you will, not a super elite. They've been able to live better than Esau, right? Millions of dollars, these athletes, and then all of a sudden, they don't have nothing. It's only going to take a strong individual to be able to get through that. Not a lot of people are going to withstand that trial, and even the small things that these people have, that Jake have. Okay, let me jump down to verse 4. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, right? You read Revelation 17, America, the what's it called? The woman that sitteth on the scarlet covered beast. The woman is America. Okay. Which is the harlot, the whore. John saw this. So the spirit is on us to continue to keep saying this, because we're at we don't need to talk about David and how he liked to swing his sword, and how he liked Moabite women. We talking about the end. Mm-hmm. We talking about the end of things, the MOTV, man. That's the final test. That's the hour of temptation, which is a period of time in which you're going to be tempted into taking this thing. So the temptation is going to be real. You're not going to be able to eat. Your family is going to be torn in pieces. Mm-hmm. Most of your family going to take it, and they're going to be looking at you some type of way if you didn't take it.
Right.
Hey, I say to hell with them. I don't even deal with my family like that. I talk to my pops. Really, every once in a while, my sister hit me up. But they've been told that they're Israelites. If they don't want to get with the program, there's nothing we can do.
Right.
So, hey, everybody's going to receive their just desserts. I went ahead and looked that definition up. Let me get that, because I want to do a lesson on that. Just desserts meaning, but I'll just bring that out real quick.
Okay.
Everybody's about to get their just desserts. Just desserts, okay? This is from Merriam-Webster. It says, the punishment that one deserves. Despite its pronunciation, just dessert with one S is the proper spelling for the phrase, meaning the punishment that one deserves. See that? The Google definition, just dessert is an idiom that means a deserved punishment or reward. He got his just desserts when Mary jetted him. So pretty much it's a deserved punishment or reward. A deserved, in a bad sense. Mm-hmm. Okay. Synonyms include payback, poetic justice. See that? So everybody's going to receive what they've done in this body. And some are slated to be chipped and then ultimately dipped in that fire. That's just what it is. And a lot of our family is fulfilled in that. This is why, we're going through that separation process now. separating from our family, separating from, you should really, the scriptures do say you have friendship of mammon. So there are certain relationships that you still kind of hold on to for, certain beneficial, use wisdom. Right. But, we ain't going to, hey, let's go on a cruise. You hanging out with people from the world,
family functions and shit.
Yeah, family. Yeah, like my aunt keep calling me. Hey, I want you to come to Arizona. Yeah, I got a lot of my mom's side is in Arizona. We had a family reunion, and my son's your cousin's birthday, daughter's birthday's coming up. The family to get together. I want you to come April. I want you to come May. And I'm like, man, you kind of want to let them down. But I'm just praying to the Lord, Bubba, just destroy that whole, You calling me and shit. You need any money? I'm going to come send for you. All right, when you want all of a sudden wanted to see me, me and my family. But, that's what this world, they really uphold that. And that's something that you break away from as coming into the truth. Because when you first come into it, you might be a person that was very family oriented, that wanted to see, love to get together. You might have been the person that actually, brought the families together, that, did the catering or the cooking, or, made sure everybody was coming together, planned, did the planning, you like, because, you like seeing family, and, it's like a certain feeling. And yeah, we get it. I get that, but hey, the deeper you get into this thing, man, the more you actually, you hate it.
Yeah.
The more you hate your family, which basically just means you love them less. This truth, this ministry comes over pretty much even our own life, as the scriptures say. But let me continue. Because the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft. And pretty much the whole family structure is completely divided and messed up here in America. Everything is filthy. The father doesn't know what the hell is going on. He's being controlled by the woman. And these women, man, I'm telling you, man, well, the scriptures say, I ain't got to tell you, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. By nature, the woman ain't right. So here it is, you got the woman that's running the relationship, and that's a big reason why everything is out of control. But who gave her that power? Mm-hmm. Esau, Edom, the devil. And he did that to break down the families, starting with Jake. Okay, but that was done through witchcraft, through women's liberation. Yeah, the woman can work, and she's an equal, this and that, and now these women are regretting it. So, to hell with these women. Okay. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, right? And these other nations, well, it's going to go into, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and set thee as a gazing stock. And you have nations that are, sending their citizens here in America to invade America. Well, there's a scripture where I think it's in Isaiah, I will fill thee with caterpillars. Okay. Basically, America it must be in Jeremiah. Actually, it's in Jeremiah. But America, you have these cities. Well, San Francisco, bro. We got to step over shit. We got to step over piss. People losing their mind. You got drug overdoses. People dying good, and a lot of them good white men. Not only Jake is bugged off the fentanyl, but good white men, good, what is it called? Strong, they supposed to be in their best years, military age, good white men, white skin, right? There's There's the military of, you know, so-called white men, good white men. The military, there's a decrease in good white men going into the military. That made up, you know, Esau, hoorah! You know, Esau really gets into that. That's because this is his country. And Esau, he feels his country is gone. It's done. It's done. This place is finished. Okay? And the other nations are seeing this. And this is the perfect time for them to strike. Just as you weaken them, and then you beat them down. Now they're gonna beat you down. Okay? First through economic wars, you know, sowing discord within your country, you know, messing with elections. Yeah, Russia messing with, yeah, of course Russia's messing with elections. As well as China, as well as, that's what you do, damn devil. You know? But that's it on that, brother, unless you have something else.
Yeah, I had one more. I had this in the beginning. I guess I'll just grab it now.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, Habakkuk 2, and I just start at verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And that's what we do via, okay, these videos going out on the street corners, okay, week in and week out. All right, giving our people the message, man. This message is good news for the nation of Israel, in particular, the elect. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And we're seeing these signs. We're seeing the things that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said will happen in the last days. We're seeing it. Okay, the prophets of old, they desire to see these things that we see, and we're seeing it. Okay, and it's surely not lying. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, his words are true. His words are faithful. Okay, and every single day that goes by, you better believe we closer and closer to the day that's going to change reality, man. Okay, to the day that's going to change everything, and everything that what the scriptures say, then shall it be known that a prophet was among them. You know, and you know, pretty much, I mean, we believe, we know these things to be true. We believe, okay, and it's gonna come upon you people unaware, really, you know. But for those that are in the know, you know, we're weekly making videos, weekly out there on the street corners. So, you know, hey man, this thing is going down, man. The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, and we seeing it. That's pretty much all.
That's right. That's right. Well, you know, unless you have something else,
that was everything.
You know, we're gonna close it. You know, we pray this lesson was edifying. Until next time, shalom to the elect.
Shalom to the elect.